Hey guys, welcome to this video lecture. In this video lecture, we are going to have a look at group functions. Earlier, we have seen single row functions. We know that single row functions mean that they act on a row. So if you pass n rows to the single row function, then the output will be n rows. In group functions, your data is divided into various groups, and for every group, you will get one row as an output. So we are going to get started with very simple usage of group functions. Here your entire data set is going to be considered as a single group and you are going to get only one output. Okay. So in the next lecture, we are going to see how we can divide our data into multiple groups and how we can get one row per group in the output data set. But here in this video lecture, we are just going to consider the entire data set as a single group, and then we are going to apply the group function and we are going to get only a single row as the output. So let us see. We are just going to use Sakila database. I'm going to say select star from staff. So this is what we have in the staff table. Okay. Now we are going to say, so I'm just going to copy this statement. And here I'm going to use our very first group function average. It's AVG of address ID. Okay. So it is going to compute the average of address IDs. So here we have 3 and 4. So the average will be 3.5. Yes. So the average of address ID is 3.5. So similarly, we are going to have a look at other functions. So there are basically 6 functions in this category. So max, and we have min. We also have sum. It is going to compute the summation. And then we have a couple of statistical functions, std, dev, which is nothing but standard deviation, and finally we have variance, variance. Okay, so all the 6 are group functions. And we also have another group function known as count. So we are going to see it later in the same video lecture, but let us execute rest of these select statements one by one. So this is the output. This is the maximum value of the address ID from all the address IDs. This is the minimum value. Then we also have the summation, which should be 7. I deliberately chose a table with very less number of records so that we can verify it ourselves by calculating it in our head. So similarly, we can compute the standard deviation and variance. These are the all statistical functions as group functions. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how the null is handled in group functions. So here we have average. Okay. So earlier we were taking off average of address ID, and address ID did not have any sort of null value. But the field postal code seems to have null value. Okay. So let's actually execute this query, select star from staff. Okay, so it should be in addresses. Okay, ADDRESSES or address. So first of all, I'm just going to select everything from address, select star from address, and if I execute it, so here we have the list of all the addresses, and here we have postal codes. And the few values in that postal code field may be null. So here I am just going to compute the average of postal code without handling the null first. Then let us see what happens. So it is 49889. Remember that. And I'm just going to copy this and gonna say average of null if comma 0. So if I execute this, this is the output 50222. Okay, so in the first case, it does not count the null values, and here it counts the null values because we are saying null if 0. Okay, so this is how we can work with null values whenever we are working with group functions. And finally, we are going to see the function that was mentioned earlier, that is count. Select count of star from ADDRESS, and if I execute it, it shows me the number of records in address table. So now if I want to individually count the values in postal code, I can just do that like this. Okay, it is 603. Same as count of star from address, I guess. What was the earlier value? Yeah. And I can also count the distinct postal codes. So distinct is another keyword. So distinct tells us how many distinct values are there in that particular column. Or let me capitalize it. So if I execute this, this is the output. So there are 597 distinct values in postal code. So this is how it works. So let us have a small review of this entire video lecture. So I told you that we are going to get started with group functions. And group functions are the functions that categorize the data into various groups and they output one row per group. But here we are just going to consider the entire data set or all the records in the table as a single group, and we are going to have only one row in the output, and that is the simplest form of group functions. So we are going to understand how to use group functions for multiple groups in the next video lecture. So we saw all the statistical functions, that is average, maximum, minimum, summation, standard deviation, and variance. And then we saw how we can work with null and group functions. And finally, we saw how we can use the count group function. So thanks a lot for watching this video lecture. Do let me know if you have any question, query, or comment about this video lecture. Thanks a lot once again, and I will see you next time.